In episode 5 of Alien Earth, we witnessed one of the weirdest and most talked about scenes of the entire series. A creature fans now know as Tripano Hincha Oelis, better nicknamed the Eyeball Monster, launched itself at a Xenomorph. It was shocking, creepy, and instantly unforgettable, but here's the big question. Why? Why would this strange parasite, something that looks like it belongs in a fever dream, pick a fight with the most dangerous predator in science fiction? To answer that, we need to back up and trace how the episode set up this moment. The story flashes back to the doomed ship, the Maginot. This wasn't just a normal voyage, it was a ticking time bomb. Fires spread through the corridors, sabotage unraveled, safety systems and containment broke down. Suddenly, specimens that were supposed to be locked away, facehuggers, parasites, and yes, the eyeball monster were set loose. From the moment we saw it, the eyeball monster wasn't just another creature in a cage. It reacted to its surroundings. It pressed against its glass, followed the crew's movements, and even banged on its container at key moments. Was it warning her, or was it just trying to break free? That's the mystery that makes this thing so fascinating. But the moment it cemented itself in alien history came later. Xavi was running for her life, cornered by a stalking Xenomorph, when the eyeball monster suddenly launched itself at the alien's head. That image, monster against monster, sparked countless debates online. So why did it do it? There are a few major possibilities. Theory 1. Pure instinct. The eyeball monster's survival strategy is horrifyingly simple. It enters through the eye socket, burrows into nerves, and takes control of its host. We've already seen how it can stand a dead body back up and even mimic speech. Maybe when it attacked the Xenomorph, it was doing what it always does, trying to find a new host. The problem is, a Xenomorph's biology is radically different. It might not even be possible to puppet one, but the creature may not have realized that. Just like ticks will try to latch onto anything warm-blooded, the eyeball monster could have been following instinct, not strategy. Theory 2, rivalry. If you think about it, the eyeball monster and the Xenomorph are almost opposite kinds of predators. The Xenomorph uses hosts as fuel. It kills them to grow. The eyeball monster preserves its hosts, keeping them shambling around like grotesque puppets. Two different survival methods. Two apex organisms competing for the same territory. From this angle, the attack wasn't about hunger, it was about eliminating competition. Theory 3, intelligence. This is where it gets really interesting. Episode 5 showed us that the eyeball monster might be smarter than it looks. It times its actions, reacts to danger, and makes choices. What if it understood that the Xenomorph wasn't just another body? It was a threat. Unlike humans, which it can control, Xenomorphs wipe out entire groups of potential hosts. If the parasite depends on human survival, then attacking a Xenomorph might actually be a defensive move. Not compassion, not friendship, just cold survival logic. Protect the herd you feed on, because without them, you die too. Theory 4. Evolution. Unlike the rigid life cycle of the Xenomorph, the eyeball monster seems more adaptable. Some fans think it's still in a larval stage, experimenting with new types of hosts. If that's true, then trying to invade a Xenomorph wasn't just reckless, it was a test, a grotesque experiment in pushing the limits of what it can control. No matter which theory you believe, the moment works on a thematic level too. The Alien franchise has always revolved around the Xenomorph as the ultimate predator, but the eyeball monster brings a new flavor of terror, body horror, loss of control, and the nightmare of being turned into someone else's puppet. By throwing these two creatures against each other, the show is telling us something bigger. This universe isn't built around a single monster anymore. It's an entire ecosystem of nightmares, and some of them might be natural enemies, and that changes everything. If the Xenomorph is the shark, maybe the eyeball parasite is the crocodile. Different hunting styles, same arena. When their paths cross, a clash is inevitable. You could also argue that the eyeball monster is just another predator, no better than a Xenomorph, which would mean the attack was simple opportunism. Two monsters stuck in the same corridor. One tried to use the other, nothing deeper than survival. But here's the genius of the scene. The show doesn't tell us which interpretation is right. It leaves the moment open, ambiguous, unsettling, and endlessly debatable. Whatever the truth is, one thing is certain. This moment reshaped the alien mythology. We've always understood what Xenomorphs want. Feed, breed, spread. But the eyeball monster is unpredictable. Sometimes it looks like a parasite, sometimes it looks like a strategist, sometimes maybe even like an accidental protector. Watching it slam into a Xenomorph's head wasn't just shock value, it was foreshadowing, a sign that in this universe, even monsters have rivals. So maybe it attacked because it was hungry, maybe it attacked to defend its food source. And that's what makes it so terrifying. In the dark of space, survival isn't just humans versus aliens anymore. It's monsters colliding and humanity is caught in the middle.